All right. Trimming today. So we're going to work on all the cups we made, and then we're also going to do all of the uh, teapots and stuff as well. So it looks like I don't have very good service right now, so I don't know what the deal is with that. We're definitely going to start with these cups and then go from there. What's up, kitten? How are you? Is like my network not good? Oh yeah, that's exciting. What are you going to work on in the lesson? It is a little laggy. All right, let me try something real quick. Give me a half a second. Let me do that. Does that help at all? I don't think so. Okay, cool, 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 cool. And how did the plates come out that you were working on yesterday or 2 days ago? That's a little bit better? Okay, cool. What's up, Jay? How are you? I put my little extender thing a little bit too far to the left. My Wi-Fi is horrible, and so I have to just like finagle it every time we come in here. What's up? What's up? Hi, Jay. Good. I'm great. What are you working on today, Jay? Anything fun? Of course I can, Thomas. I'll fill it right up with some nice dressing with you. That'd be so we might turn some of these into mugs today. I don't really know, but we have a bunch to do. So soon? Why so soon? Is Halloween closer than think it is? I see, I see. No problem, Jay. I mean, sorry, Thomas. My goodness. I'm not apologizing to you, Thomas. I'm apologizing to Jay over here. Okay, totally fair. So I've been unrelated to anything we're talking about right now. I've been just looking up sleeping mats all morning. Anybody has a good recommendation for an ultralight sleeping mat? Uh, let me know. That's you have to pay extra for that other site. What's up, Harper? So we're just gonna try to make these as stupidly thin as possible because the forms are kind of boring. It would help. It kind of does help sometimes. Hi, hi, Mac. What's up? So again, some of these might turn into mugs. Um, it just depends on the drawing. I have our teapot bodies, the butts of them, up into the sun right now. Um, so hopefully they get a little bit toasty roasty so we can actually trim them and deal with them. All right, let's see how this one feels. I could, Harper. I'm not going to, but we could. It's always like that in here, Mac. Really? So, the other one I was looking at was it's this I can't remember the company, but at REI, it's like a for a 5, R it's a raid for a preseason. It's like 160 bucks, 3 inches, thick, but it's 2.5 pounds, and I'm just not sure I wanna spend 160 bucks on a 2.5 pound, mat, but it seems pretty durable. Oh, Jackie, we did all the wet stuff yesterday. It sure is. Definitely spa day. So there's some serious weight right here where I'm getting it off. And yeah, we'll just take as much off as we can. If the forms are gonna be this boring, we gotta make them light, you know? No, you're good, Jackie. You wouldn't know. I just started the video 4 minutes ago. But we threw all these cups 2 days ago, and then we threw 6 teapots yesterday. So we're gonna do a bunch of trimming today and adding things together. This is definitely not as enjoyable to watch as the throwing part that we were doing the other day, but the connections for the teapots is gonna be a little bit more interesting, I guess, for people who wanna learn how to make a teapot. We'll go back to actually making stuff, like throwing stuff in a couple days. How'd the shoe come out? Everything you hoped and dreamed it would be? I think we're getting to the where we wanna be. This is gonna take a little bit longer than my normal trimming because I'm really trying to go for this, like, disgustingly light. Sup, Sydney? Oh, you are? When are you gonna do that, Ma? That sounds awesome. It's pretty thin. There's a little bit more weight right here that I wanna get rid of, so we're gonna keep doing until that. I I feel like most people who wanna watch someone make pots don't really care about the trimming as a majority. I'm not saying that it's not interesting. I'm saying that I think a majority of people are more interested in the actual throwing process. Sure is. Just a chunk of clay on my wheel. No need to for a fancy chuck. No need to get that footer thing that you see online. No need for a Giffen grip. Do you? Good. I'm glad you guys are into it. That's awesome. What kind of bird was it? How much do I earn? Sometimes I make up to $3 an hour. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I don't really like that Cindy because it has a chance of deforming the top. I do understand why people do it, but it's not for me. Exactly, Sydney. Yeah, for sure. Oh, they're also they're way too expensive, right? The most money I've ever made was $3.10 actually an hour. So, I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds very cool. And did you achieve the glass slipper look? All right, let's feel this one. Okay. So some of these I think are going to get a single handle if we feel like we want to do it at some point. This one's honestly, it's feeling a little bit heavy still right here. Hold on. It's the first one of the day. I'm just gonna get into the right mindset and then we can move a little bit faster. Yeah, fair. Oh, yeah, huge bucks. There's so much money in pottery. Alright, I shouldn't keep putting this on, I didn't recenter it properly, but who cares? Centered pots are lame. Most likely, we will go through on a couple of these today. I just is my assumption. Alright, let's see where we're at now. Oh, that feels way better. Okay, there we go. I should make a what, Leo? I wanna hear this, I'm so excited. Thanks, Natalie. How are you doing? How's your day been so far? It probably would, um, but I think it'd be nice to put a few handles on these just because I don't ever make mugs, you know? So even if it's not, like, the most practical thing, you know. "What's up, Lindsay?" "Oh, yeah? What have you been up to?" "Oh, man, Leo, do it." I'm gonna guess you're gonna say the same thing everybody else says. You gotta be more creative, man. Say something, like, really unhinged. Brianna, explain. Go on. Let's hear it. Oh, yeah, Leo, you're a dime in a dozen, bud. You gotta come up with the fun stuff. Like, I knew what you were gonna say before you even said it. These? These are plates. These were fired for 4 days. I used to do a lot of, like, long wood firings. Um, his buddy and I built this kiln. This was one of the first kilns I built, with him. It was really cool, but, they're a little dry, they're a little bloaty. I wouldn't wanna sell them, and I like them as art pieces in the back of my studio. They've been there for years now. I'm sure it's very relaxing if it is a hobby. Not as relaxing if it's your full-time job, because there's no money in it, Cam. Kidding, surprisingly, they're also horny on TikTok today. I don't know what the deal is. Usually, it's just you guys on YouTube. It sounds like a good time. What do you do for work, Natalie? Mac, tell me why. Yeah, what about, an oolong? What about um, like a really nice Tiguanyin or, um, just something like, Jasmine Pearl Tea Company has an oolong called I think it's called, like, Evergreen Oolong or something. It's really good. Um, very light. You are? I wanna be a tea tester. Ah, I see. What kinda stuff do you repair? Very cool. How long you been doing that for? Some of these we're not gonna like after we trim them, and we'll cut them in half after we're done, so, um, you guys will be able to see what they look like wall-wise at some point. Um, this one might be one of those, but I don't know yet. We'll find out soon. There's no such thing as a toxin, Mac. Use more specifics. What do you mean by toxin? No, I wouldn't consider I don't think it's roasted. It's actually been a while since I've had it, I just really remember let me look at my tea selection upstairs when I get back and see if I have anything that I think would be good. Very cool. And what's your job then? Leo, whatever you tried to say, I think got blocked, man. I appreciate you trying to say some filth though. You can say it over on YouTube, and I can actually see it. But Mac, you gotta explain why though. What's up? Mackenzie? Been a million years. How are you? Like what in the clay are we talking about? A generalized term is, and I'm not meaning this in a negative way to you, Mac. I'm saying generalized saying toxins instead of saying what the actual thing is that would be harmful is not a helpful thing in the grand scheme of things because it's just perpetuating a misinformation of lack of knowledge on what actually could be harmful. Mm, mm. Oh, very cool. I don't even know what that means. I love it. Yeah, let's talk about all the toxins in clay, Knight. Tell me about every single one of them. It's definitely toxic if you guys have it. If I have it, it's not toxic. That's how that works. It's a known fact that thank you, prof. I was waiting for someone to tell me that there was asbestos in here, and it's true. All clay has asbestos in it. So no one should ever touch it. It kind of mess up their hands. It's not great. You do? What kind of stuff do you make pottery? Tell me everything. I see, I see, I see. That's cool. How long you been doing that for? In this particular piece of clay you trapped your ancestors? Oh god, I was so tempted just to break it right then. The best person? Moonlight. Stop. Come on now. Not even close. So I just want these disgustingly thin. So porcelain's cool because if you trim it really, really thin, or you throw it really thin, it's translucent after it's been fired. So I'm hoping that these are all translucent. Not that that matters at all. It's actually advantageous. Like it's kind of against you because it'll just burn your hands if you try to hold it. But gotcha. Right on. Are we talking about a little dog? She's out and about right now. I don't know what she's doing. I and I don't mean this in a weird way. I don't know celebrity names at all. Mm. Also, no one's asked me what I do with these ribbons. And since we've been talking about toxins, I just wanted to inform everybody that these make a delicious snack. So if you're feeling a little peckish while you're throwing, you just pop one of these little guys in your mouth. No, this is non-organic material, Leo. This is concrete. Do you? I want jokes. She's a whippet lab with a little blackmouth cur. If she comes back inside, I'll give you a showing of her. Usually I spit out the clay, but it's stuck to the top of my mouth. Ugh, Sandy. It's still stuck to the top of my mouth, and every time I say something, I hear crunches from the sand. Hi, little dog. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Olive, here, over here for a sec. Come here. Come here for 1 sec. Come say hi. This is Olive. He helps me out in the studio pretty often. So she does not like to be on camera though. So I'll let her go. There you go, sweet pea. That was very good. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, she's a cute little dog. Actually, I kind of like that cup. Simplistic. They're very like boring and whatever, but I think they'll be nice. Leo, get out here. She's mine. Olive's great. Interesting, Ian. Hi, Anna. How are you? I can make a tractor. Make whatever you want. You pay me enough money, I'll do whatever. And I mean anything. Whoever said that. Ski. What's up, Brandon? Oh yeah. Nice group of people, mostly. Indy, I'm making a avocado at the moment. This is a cultured butter that we processed yesterday, and I'm kind of just forming it into the avocado shape at this point. And then I flash freeze them and then sell them on my website. So if you're interested in like artisanal avocado butter, let me know. Hit or hind. Sorry, misreading everything today. Did they really? That's cool. He sure does, Prof. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Anna. I don't even know what you're talking about, Ian. I don't watch movies, Ian. I don't really watch TV shows. I don't really watch movies. Never really been interested in either of them. I miss Yellow. Yellow came up with the weirdest trolling. I just couldn't get what he was trying to do. I hope he shows up today. I could not get a. I can't for every video he joins in on. I cannot get what his goal is, and it's. I love it. Very cool, Ian. I assume it's about someone training a dragon. But tell me if I'm wrong, because it could be like one of those movies where it's like How to Train Your Dragon, but it's actually about like goldfish or something. You know what I mean? Oh my god. This is how all my friendships happen. They're all forced, so that makes sense. We're doing 2070 of these smush, and then we have a bunch of teapots to do as well. Also, you guys probably saw that I didn't do a live last night to pack up mystery boxes, but we are going to do that tonight if it's cool enough. It's supposed to get up to like 92 degrees today, so I'm not sure I want to be in that room even after the sun goes down. Mac, your sister lied to you. People haven't used lead in glazes since the 50s. Yeah, prof. Thank you. That's exactly. Thank you. Yeah, we're going simple on everything for a while. It's gonna be great. No, it's great. I love it. Shmush, no, I didn't go to Nsika this year. I went last year and I demoed for Sheffield Pottery in Nsika in North Carolina, but I didn't make it to Utah this past year. I uh I slipped a disc in my back, so I couldn't make it. I couldn't sit on a plane. Yeah, we're doing super simple, just round teapots, and then we're doing like these tulip cups. I don't really know if they'll sell well or not, but I actually don't really like the size either. The ones we made a couple days ago were 50 grams less, and I kind of like those ones more. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't. Do you know, Smush? Do you know where it is for 2026? The thing is, it's always around my birthday, and I'd rather not go to Nsika for my birthday. I'd rather just go hang out with my dog. It's painful, right? I seem to slip a disc like once or twice a year. I'm getting better though. Mm, okay. You don't know the dates roughly, do you? They've been pushing it back for it used to be on the 17th to like the 24th, and it seems to be getting pushed back every year. Because I also start a teaching job, a tennis job. Um, awesome. Appreciate you. Ian, why are you saying that? Hind, I'm 47. Hmm. Which you could probably tell from my glowing complexion. That's not good. Why are you doing that? Maddie, sure. Hi, hi. Oh, Michigan. Maybe I'll go visit my tea dealer. Oh, 25th to 28th. I can't go. Lame. In ASMR form? I think my voice is just ASMR enough, isn't it? Thanks, Natalie. Yeah, every time I slip a disc, I actually lose half an inch in height. So I was at one point, you're not going to believe me, but I'm telling you right now, I used to be 6'3". I'm already down to 5'11" right now. I'm very serious, Leo. I'm serious all the time. I'm a very serious person who only tells truthful things and never lies to people online. It's pretty great. Right on, Hen. Well, I hope you stop hurting yourself. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. Yeah, and the racist stuff I don't want in here. I appreciate that. Oh my God, you guys are so good to me. Tell me more. Give me more compliments. Yeah, I'm in Connecticut. Smush. Honestly, this trimming takes longer than throwing the pot. Do I have a brother and sister? No. You know, I'm sure I used to be half as good looking as your husband too, but the problem with getting a slip disc, it also makes you slightly uglier every time it happens. So I used to be significantly more attractive and a good deal higher, taller, but now I'm just this, and I apologize for this face. Thanks, Papa. What? Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon? What's up, Brian? Oh my God. Hi, guys. David, I'm 37. Cool. I went to art school in Portland, Oregon. Zach, I don't even know who that is, but I'm going to agree with you, Brian. I do know some people in Washington who are doing stuff. I don't know if I know a bunch of people in Oregon anymore that are doing cool pottery stuff. What? Well, if you're ever in the States, hit me up. I teach. Or invite me out to a different country and we'll host a workshop somewhere. I'm not looking for any financial gain. I just want a free plane ticket and a place to stay. Also, that goes for anywhere in the country, in the States too. You give me a place to stay and a plane ticket, I'll come teach a workshop pretty much anywhere in the States. I don't need any money. Actually, we might go a little bit. Which app? The- I want to be on a T app. Thanks, Smush. And you know what? We'll leave this one a little heavier. Thanks. We're going for this. Like, I'm not sure. I've been under the impression for many years, and I've been saying this to you guys for a long time, that I think that these simple looking pots are going to sell a hell of a lot better than my stylistic undulating forms. And I'm dying to know if that's true. So we'll find out in a couple months once I can actually fire these. So these are all going to get fired in September, in a maybe late August too, depending on when the next soda firing is. I have no idea what you're talking about football. You sound pretty bro-ish to me right now. Depends where your garage is, bud. What's up, Luke? That's super cool. Do you do a lot of art? I don't know what that means. Oh, you like the universe thing? Nah, I'm good, man. Do you think so? Yeah, I think so too. I'm dying to know because I've been saying it for a really long time, and I really do think that that is true. Um, but okay, here we go. We're gonna get one good strain out of here. One good strand before I switch to my other tool. No, I lied. We're not gonna get any good ones. We'll do it on the next one. I do not have Discord now. I mean, I think I have Discord, but I don't really use it. Yeah, I do. I preach um, about uh, how to eat clay and the healing properties of clay. And I'm from Norway. Where are you from? Oh, you said from. No, you already told me, but I already forgot. Yeah. Give me more money and maybe I will. Thanks, Natalie. Appreciate you. David, I barely speak English. Have you not heard me talk? I can barely hold a conversation with you guys. You live in the States? Is that what you're saying? Hmm. Good smush. I'm glad you're into it. Keeps me busy, keeps me company. It's great. It's really boring in here by myself. Honestly, that would be a really pretty form right there where it has no foot. Not gonna do it because we need to like wait, let's just look at this for a second though. Um, Look at that and then compare it to one that has the taller foot. Aesthetically, what are we liking more? It's kind of this is honestly kind of nice, right? The problem is that I threw it, so I need to get rid of more clay here, but that's surprisingly nice, isn't it? Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate you. It's very toolable, right? Well, you guys like the tall foot? Wait, do we like the tall foot or short foot? Everybody tell me real quick. Oh, interesting. Oh, so we like the taller foot one. Ah! Well, well, no one saw that. We're gonna break this one in half unless we decide to give it a little paddling. Okay, cool. Okay, cool, 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 cool. My name is Will. Or is it? We're gonna do okay, I have an idea. We're gonna have a footless one on this one, or short foot on this one, and then we're gonna hit it, paddle a little bit, get a nice little love tap on the side there. I just need to get rid of some of the clay though. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Throwing everything around. Okay, I have no idea what the glaze will be on these guys. But let me get out my little paddle. And we'll do a little work to this. Yeah, right. So I have it flat right there. So we're just gonna give it a little bit of a tap. We'll probably break this one. Or do we tap it on all four sides? 'Cause that's kind of cute. Hold up. Hold up. Hold your butts, guys. Um, so Smush, these will probably go into my wood kiln, and I'm gonna go back to just like randomly experimental glazes. Um, so we'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? I kind of love it. What do we think? It's a squared off cup now. It's kind of a thick boy on the bottom there, which I don't really like. But the question is, do we like the top flaring out a little bit, or do we want that straight up and down? And I think that we want it straight up and down, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it later. Just gonna leave that one right side up so I know. It's kind of cool. I'm shocked no one said anything, Sydney. I was trying to bait something in clearly, and it didn't work. Cool. All right. Cool. Well, if we decide we don't like it later, I'll do something to it. We'll break it up or something. I don't know. The footless ones would actually be better as mugs now that I think about it. I've been like kind of just contemplating in my head for a second, and I think if we had them footless, without the high foot, I think they could be really nice as mugs. So maybe that's something we'll do to some of them. Good, Natalie, because I'll be here for many hours. I use Dolan trimming tools. Uh, they're slightly better than like a Kemper, but they're not as expensive as like a Bison. Mm. It sure is T. I think just a thick side handle. You think so, Megan? Okay. Oh, you can't? What happened? Does he not do they not make them anymore? We'll make a selection. We're not even halfway through one of our trays of mug bodies, so we have a ways to go. So we have plenty of time to experiment with stuff. The one thing I'm thinking about now is if we make the foot this tiny and then we try to put a handle on it, is the handle gonna just make this thing go blop? Is the bounce gonna be super weird if the foot's really tall? It's only a one finger handle that we're planning on doing, so it's not like it's a lot of weight, but I see. Oh, that's too bad. When was that? When did that happen? How did I miss that? Alright. So we're gonna do I think we're gonna do one tray of tall feet, and then the next tray will be of no feet. Let me quickly feel my Ooh, yeah. Ooh, our teapots are getting toasty roasty. Hold up. Hold your butts. So here are our teapot bodies, our little butts that I've been having in the sun for a little bit. Um, I'm just gonna put them out of the sun now because they're ready to trim. We might actually switch over to do these guys in a second. But let's finish one tray of the cups, and then we'll go to teapots, and then we'll come back to cups. Well, you're not gonna learn much from me, but welcome in. Most of what I say isn't true, so I don't think you're gonna learn a hell of a lot. Oh, does he? Okay. I have no idea what time it is right now. Probably around like 10 or 11 in the morning. Did you? What'd you say? Oh no, what happened? Tell me. Does he? He came and did a workshop. Um, I have a friend who does her living is hosting really talented people for workshops and stuff, and he came and did a workshop at her place. She's like 20 minutes down the road from me. I didn't say hi to him, but the results look very cool. Gotcha. It happened, Cindy. Um, So we have two options for handles that we're gonna do. Option one is a handle like this, and option two is a handle like that. They're based off of the same kind of handle. This one's just bulked up a little bit. Oh my god, I'm so excited for your question. Ask away. It happens, Cindy. You're all good. Let's make this one footless. Oh my god, Tommy, say more. I am using my fingers. What are you talking about? Yeah, Natalie, he always says the right things to me. Oh my god, Tommy, keep going. You're doing it for me right now, man. Yeah, but remember, Cindy, there's no money here. Oh my god. Oh my god, Tommy, keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Yeah, I was thinking about how much money I need to make to like really maintain everything here every year foreseeably for just like inflation and everything. And I'm like, oh, it's all right. I'll figure stuff out. Oh my god, Tommy, stop. So good to me. Too bad you can't. Got everything snipped many years ago. There, kid, and have fun. Good luck with the plates. I see. Well, regardless, that's sad that he's not doing great. Or, either passed or not doing great. No, it can't. I love that that's like everybody thinks that. I even thought that before I got the procedure done. It's a 50% chance of reversal for the first 2 years after you get it, if it works, and insurance won't cover it if you wanna get it reversed. Oh my god, Tommy, keep going. It'd be yeah, I'm barely doing it here, Amanda. Yeah, gotcha. Too bad I don't, haven't used that app in a million years, Tommy. Talk about a different app, and then I can be more excited about it. Yeah, that's awesome. How big? Do you have any specific ideas for how you're gonna, decorate them, or I'm afraid not, Tommy. I wish I did, but I don't. It's a loss for me too, man. I'm missing out on a great opportunity there, and I just doesn't do it for me, I'm afraid. I've tried. Yeah, fair. Okay, so that will be it happens, Tommy. It is what it is. Alright, so that's gonna be a one finger handle on there. right? I think that'll be nice. Which means I have to wrap this thing up. Okay, wait, we need a specific board that we're gonna use for for pieces that are gonna get a handle. Thanks. Get out of here. It's in my bag. All right. So then we're gonna start a whole nother board just for this specifically, so I can make sure those don't because porcelain's really finicky. If it gets too dry, it's just game over. You can't make attachments to it. So um and you know what? We're gonna do we have okay, three more before we get to the next board, and we're actually gonna switch over to teapots. So let's make maybe one more for a handle. Because we might handle these while we're doing the teapots too. Because we're gonna be making teapot handles. Yeah, Reddit people are ridiculous. Yeah. I as much as I there's only so much I'm willing to give up. I'm going super simple. I'm not giving up my one finger, two finger handles. They're just kind of ridiculous otherwise. Yeah, keep me posted. I'm curious. Hmm. Oh my God, Lou, how are you? I love the cup you gave me. I've been using it all the time. It's wonderful. One of my new faves. How are you? What's new? What's happening? What's going on? Tell me everything. That's probably for the best. Is your wife also looking for other like-minded blah 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 prof? Oh, I'm great. Just hanging out, making pots. We're gonna be making lots of teapots today, and we're trimming some mugs, and you know, you've been doing a lot of firings and all that. Seems like you've been really busy. Natalie, no, it's just so um, you guys on YouTube can't hear my music if I have my headphones in, and it makes it the audio on my nicer phone, which you guys have, is trash with the case I have. But if it hears music as well, it demonetizes me. So I keep it, I keep you guys on, and TikTok gets music, and my other camera. What? Awesome! Hell yeah! Well, I really appreciate that. My mystery boxes are going to go live in 2 weeks, by the way. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate you. Um, so I don't know. Uh, Roses, it depends on how I'm feeling that day, you know? Yeah, so I have a lot of goodies. The $100 boxes will have mostly double wall pieces, and then the $50 boxes will have, my normal me's and whatnot. So that's in 2 weeks. We're gonna be packing them up live tonight on TikTok and YouTube, so you guys can see what's in them. So, but if you want to, not that you need to watch either of them, but the YouTube ones get posted, so you could see what's in them. So I'm just throwing that out there. Wendell, I'm from Ottawa, Canada. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm going to be putting in 4 or 5 big double-walled teapots to my $100 boxes. So I'm just throwing that out there. There are also cups and stuff, but this is going to probably be my best. Yeah, this is probably going to be my best $100 box one so far. So Thanks, Tommy. I lucked out on a lot of these firings. I've been very lucky on everything. I hope you get one of the ones with the teapots in it. I will have I think I have 4 of them. Um, 4 giant double walled teapots I'm gonna be putting in. There is a chance I'll keep one for myself, but, um, I'm also just tempted to put them in. Now, I have a question for you, Lou. I'm gonna be putting in stuff potentially that has a little bit of an S crack in the bottom. Do you think I should repair it with some epoxy before I do that? Which blue are you talking about, Tommy? Will you send me a thing on Instagram about it? Teaching is awesome, fantastic. I'm glad you've been doing it. Thanks, Hind. Yeah, if you just Google my name, Wendell, you can see my stuff, or just Google Bell Hill Pottery. Yeah. Too bad none of that's true, prof. I think I have some Arctic You Know Me on my website, don't I? They should all be for sale. Hmm, okay, I don't know why I keep touching this. So this is gonna be let me see how light this is. This will be another mug, and then let's do a mug, but with a high foot, 'cause I think that'd be kinda cool. Awesome, Wendell, yeah, so, again, guys, um, for those who are new, I do mystery boxes twice a year. Um, they sell out in, like, 2 to 15 minutes, though. Um, the last one I did, the $50 one sold out in 4 minutes. So and we had the 100 ones took, I think, like, 20 minutes to sell out, but we, I had 50 I had 42 boxes in that mystery box shop update. Um, but you essentially just get my stuff for way cheaper. So, we'll be packing that stuff up tonight. You'll see what's in it. The video will be a lot more boring than what we're doing here, unless you think this is boring, and then it's gonna be really horrible. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, yeah, the 2nd weekend of August. It might even be the 1st weekend of August, Lou. I haven't decided quite yet. Thanks, Lou. All the updates and stuff are always gonna be over on Instagram first. I center them by whacking them with my left hand. This is my left hand. I don't know if it's inverse for you guys, but this is my left side. We'll talk about it on the next one. We have one more to trim before we go over to our teapots. Thanks, Lou. I'm excited too. It's, like, killing me a little bit inside to make such boring looking pots, but I think the glaze is really gonna shine, and I think I am gonna these will sell better than my undulating pieces. So, also, I do wanna switch over to stoneware soon, and we're gonna do a lot of double walled pieces out of stoneware. I think I think that these will sell better because people are this form is more universal in what people are accustomed to seeing and having and holding, so they know what it's gonna feel like conceptually versus one of my undulating pots where they have no concept of it, and they might not wanna spend that amount of money on something that they have to take a risk on. Mm. Thanks, Patty. Oh my god. Hello to yourself. A sweet, sweet boy over there. I do too, but it is so it's easier to sell them to potters who have the concept of what undulation might feel like. It's harder to sell, I think, to, like, just the generalized audience public who wouldn't necessarily have the the feeling behind it. It's like, why no one cares if it's wood fired or soda fired or electric fired or gas fired or whatever. It's just if they like it, they like it. Outside on the general public. All right, so this will be a mug as well. I think that actually is going to be nicer of a mug. Let's actually do two like that. And then I'll cover up those mugs, and then we'll bring the teapots over, and we'll go from there. Oh, did I not talk about how I center this? I just give it a whap right here between 11 o'clock and 9 o'clock in this area. Yeah, I'm switching back to I'm switching back to stoneware. I'm getting a little. I want just a colored change. Um, I'm only gonna do it for about 6 months. Just same with this. I'm gonna just do this for about 6 months. A heavy job? Oh my god, it's the heaviest of jobs. How'd you know it was so heavy? What kind of light job do you have? So I'm dying to get into the light game, but I don't know. I just don't know where to start. Deep. Also, I need to buy. I'm glad that you were talking right now, Lou, but I need to buy a bag of black clay. Standard 378 is a really beautiful black clay, and I like firing it in this 10-day Anagama firing that's coming up on like the 18th of September. So I really need to order that so it's actually here in time and I can make it. Oh, and Seattle Pottery Supply sent me a sample of clay to test for them and just to like do some videos and whatever. It's a cone six, like uh, red clay. And so we will be doing something with that pretty soon. Yeah, yeah. And it's like black, black. It's awesome. If you send me a message on Instagram, so it reminds me, I'll send you a video of or a photo of one of the ones I've kept from that firing. What do you mean, prof? It sure is, Natalie. A lot of these firings take a lot of team effort. And so, like, one of the firings I do every year is a 10-day firing. It takes 8 cords of wood, 10 days. 3,000 plus pots go into that firing. And so it's a team effort to get everything organized and done. Um, at the moment, about 40 of us do that, all the stuff for that firing. Mm. It's there for later, in case you want to come over and say, hey. Yes, thank you. Good. Honestly, it was there for Prof, for when he comes over later to help me clean it up, but, anybody else is welcome too. Mm. Oh, no, it's exactly that. I mean, so an electric fired piece and a wood fired piece to someone who doesn't have any knowledge of either one, uh, they don't care. "Yo, what's up? Thanks for the heart. Appreciate you." Lou, I in that particular firing, I try not to take a shift anymore, and so in doing so, I only try to put in about 10 pieces. "What's up, Mel?" Um, I appreciate the heart, the rose. And what I do instead of taking a shift and things like that is I load in all of the woman who owns it. I load her work in for her, and I just fired 10 pieces or 12 pieces, and and then I unload her stuff, and it's just kind of like it's nice to be part of that little bit of a community because I'm really kind of just a hermit at this point. Um, so yeah. You do? Good. The weather is hot today. How's it wherever you are? Hi, hi. Nice. What kind of kiln do you have? Oh yeah, it's steamy today. I'm not into it. Right? The hermit life is where it's at unless I don't know. It's great most of the time. Mm, nice, all over the place. Hell yeah. A scut kiln, nice. Always fun to fire electric. We'll do electric firing for that clay from that Seattle Pottery Supply sent me. I think that's the way to do it. It's a cone. I think they sent me a cone six clay. I messaged them. I was like, "Hey guys, I don't fire cone six, but you're welcome to." I mean, it's lovely that they would even think about sending me something. Um, so it's enough for like a tea set, um, and that's about it as far as like what we can really make with it. It's not that much clay. It's like I think they just sent like 10 pounds or something. I don't think I want to make anything double walled. Actually, you guys can we can figure out what we want to make together over here for that out of that clay. But I do want to get rid of. I want to do all this stuff first. All right, let me grab the teapot bodies so we can start trimming those. All right. Eh, eh. Good. Get rid of the pointless stuff. You did 102. That's crazy. I'm sorry, guys. That sounds so shitty. That sounds awful. I'm great. How are you? And please, of course. All right, so I did attach an extra piece on the top of these after we threw them yesterday. So I taught that class. We threw these yesterday together, but I was teaching a class right after, which is why we stopped. Um, and that particular class is like a sort of open studio session class, and so I kind of was just attaching stuff while I was helping her out. So I teach a couple different types of classes, and one of them is if you do know how to throw already and only need a minimal amount of help, and it's more of like you need studio space but also want some assistance. I sell like I do a very discounted pottery class for that specific kind of person. I'm kind of shocked that there are no pottery classes there. Thank you, appreciate that. Hmm. Where do you think you would move to? Hi, hi. We're on to the teapots now, Sydney. Yeah, like, good luck. Where anymore, right? I don't know. Washington we're in Washington. I was kind of contemplating moving far into Vermont, like, just the middle of nowhere where everything's cheap and whatever. We'll see what life does. Okay, cool. Have you lived in Seattle before? Sale's pretty nice. I was out there 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Hmm, Colombia? Oh my god, I wanna go to Colombia. No one's ever invited me to Colombia. Sydney, what are you getting up to today? Anything fun? I kinda want these teapots to be stupidly light, so we're gonna maybe lose a couple of them, but we'll see. Mm. Oh, it's Monday today, isn't it? Do you know where in Seattle you're gonna move to? I have some family in Ballard. It's really beautiful there. Alright, let's see how light we're at. Smart. Good. Oh, I hope you can too. It's the same as my name here, it's just Bell Hill Pottery. I do play well, I don't really play to teach tennis, and I decided to become left-handed a couple years ago, so outside of pottery, I do everything with my left hand. Alright, we're getting there. So I teach tennis now left-handed, which is kinda fun. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit more clay. Take a little bit more off. Thanks, Flex. You know, it's like one of those things you get bored with, just being right-handed, and, I've yet to meet anybody else who's done it, but, like, why not? Yeah, right? I mean, it's like it's if you use it, it's great. I just got so bored of being, like, doing everything with this hand. I was like, "Why keep using this thing when I have this other one that gets no use?" So I do every single thing with this one now, except for this. How'd you know that, John? How do you know I was doing criminal behavior? I have no idea, share, but I think it is good just to switch things up, and I know when I learned how to juggle, everybody kept saying that it was good for my brain, but I don't know. Trained ambidextrous, though. What's up, Lily? It's not like I was good with my left hand ever, um, until well, now I am, but I, I I use, I've only used chopsticks to eat my food since I was 18, and I'm, like, something now. Relearning to use chopsticks with my left hand was killer. I guess I didn't realize how much tendon strength it took to use chopsticks properly. It took me, like, 2 weeks before I was feeling comfortable again. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm glad that, it was the other way around so I could choose to be left-handed and not getting forced into that because that situation is so ridiculous. Did you? That's awesome. How do you feel about it? We were talking the exact same thing that happened over on, someone else over on, YouTube here, Lou. It's crazy that they forced everybody to be right-handed. I think my grandmother was actually the same, now that I think about it. Alright, let's feel how this is. Good. That sounds awesome. Um, so I think what we're gonna do is just take up a little bit more clay up here. The shape of this is kinda weird because I'm trimming it for lightness and not aesthetics, and so it's starting to look a little bit strange to me, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Yeah, right? Their name was, Dahlia Prof. There, Sydney. Thanks for hanging. So, Cher, the goal is that I'm I'm already making these, like, super, like, boring pots that are just simplistic, and they don't have undulation, and they don't really show my style of pottery, and so, if I'm gonna do that, I want something that stands on the out with them, and so, let's make them disgustingly light on top of that. Lou, you're great. Thanks for hanging out. We'll talk soon. Sounds good. And thanks again for the cup and saucer. They're lovely. Huge fan. All right, that's good enough. All right, let's put this to the side, and we got a couple more to do. Does it? Well, that's the thing. And again, I don't mean to say that it's like a boring thing, but it is like, I mean, it's covered in clay, so you can't really see it. But do you see how much undulation is in this? This is like more of what I do, but I had been under the impression that simplistic, easy to throw pots are significantly more sellable than this kind of stuff. And I guess I'm getting kind of tired of dealing with algorithms and trying to figure out how to push my work that's undulating because it's like I think if I just did these simple things, it would sell better. And this is my full-time thing, so I kind of need to make money. Hmm. I feel like anybody could be left-handed though if they chose to be. You just have to go into it. Well, I've been doing that for 10 years. I want to do something different, you know. And it's built me the business I have so far, but I kind of want a full switch. Oh my god. Oh my god, so blatant out in the open. For sure, there definitely is. And I think we could just really focus on the glaze and whatnot. What about you, Nag? I miss Tommy and all of his compliments. Man, oh man. Okay. Like that form right there, I really like. Me, I just turned 52 last week. So, I don't eat meat, which is why I have a glowing, beautiful, uh, whatever, skin, lots of tea, no meat. Yeah, 52. Here's the problem is I want to keep stop here because I really aesthetically like how it is, but it's too heavy. It's a heavy boy, and I'm not into it. Share, I would never lie to anybody ever. Thanks, Natalie. It sure does, Happy. Yeah, exactly. I think all those things check out. If you fact check it, you'll see that I'm telling the truth. It's pretty easy to fact check too. So I was teaching some kid the other day, and they found out how old I was, and they were like, "What? I thought you were 22." Like, cool. That's nice. I haven't gotten that young in a long time. So Laura, it's all tied together. I will obviously do like undulating stuff and all that, but there's no the like my full-time gig and like what I'm creating for pottery, it's all the same. And I just like do journeys of like 6 month or a year explorations on different forms and color and things like that. And then I usually eventually spiral back to or circle back to my undulating pots. We're gonna go back to double walled stuff soon. I really want to start making just a ton of orchid pots. Um, that's awesome, Happy. But thanks, Share. I actually don't even know what. Oh, that's one that I got in Ceramics Monthly the other day. So that's pretty cool. 30 top? I'll take that too, because I'm older than that. So I'm for it. Definitely take 30. Thanks, Cher. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, you got me, Cher. Thank you, Happy. Yeah, it was nice. I got a couple different um, things in Ceramics Monthly over the last 7 months or so, 6 months. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate you. It's all the tea. Tea keeps you young. That's the key. Tea and then the lack of meat thing. No carcinogens. Not breaking up your skin all the time. I also don't go in the sun without sun hoodies on. No, it didn't do anything for me. It was just a vanity thing. It literally, I don't think I made a single sale from being in the magazines. But they paid me to write the articles. So that's, I did make money from it. You're looking at it. My whole marketing strategy for selling stuff is doing live videos with you guys and hanging out. And I do shop updates and launches and all that kind of stuff on Instagram. I don't really post stuff here, but I've never been a big fan of making videos, and I've never been a huge fan of like showing the stuff. Well, I like to photograph stuff, but I've never been a huge fan of the video stuff. So I really love live videos though, and it's really nice just like meet people and talk to people. And I'm not don't need anybody to buy anything or want, I'm not trying to like push sales all the time, but it's just nice to like gain a connection there and base the sales off the connection that you guys have we have together here than just like a blind video face situation. Yeah. It can if you don't do it full time, trash. Yeah. A lot of the time I teach a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but I do teach a decent amount of people. And it's usually, this is between you guys and me. I didn't say this out loud, but what ends up happening is that we make pottery together, but these pottery sessions end up kind of turn into like a very um, soft art therapy session situation, where it's like most people are just kind of venting about how they're feeling while they're making stuff. So yes, depends on the teacher, I guess. My beauty tips are literally tea and don't eat meat. Those, and then use sunblock. That's it. And don't be stressed. Ooh, that's the hardest one. I got no real massive stress in my life. Sure am, prof. It's working, isn't it? No, I mainly like to do lives because I get bored in here by myself, and it's a nice way to kind of show the work and the process and get a connection, and then also um, not not be lonely in here. No, not the moment, Cher. I mean, look at me. Come on, Cher. You really think I am? Come on now. Actually, was for I decided to be. I didn't want to be in a thing for like 2 years. I decided to just try to um, not be in a serious committed thing, but I'm back at it now. Good, T. How are ya? Oh, you're keeping me entertained, Natalie. All the filth and all the fun stuff. Oh my god, does for me. All right, let's see how this one feels. Hopefully, I don't break it. We're making teapots today. Teapots, mugs. You know me today. Cool. S- yeah, I'm not wild about these honestly at the moment, but hopefully, I get. We'll see. We might destroy some of these teapots once they're made, but let's get to that point first. Good. Yeah, it's great. It's the I mean, again, here's the big thing is there's very little money in it, and it's pretty hard to do this full time, and it's almost impossible to do it full time if you're just selling unless you're doing production work, and I'm not doing production work. And so there has to be, like, teaching to supplement or some other things because it's just not you really can't do it, at this age, at this stage. We sure are. Mhm. I'm just trying to think about how nice it feels or whatnot. I want these nice and light. Thank you. I haven't made them for a while, so y nothing. I'm not planning anything spooky for Halloween, but maybe we'll do a live video and I'll dress up a little bit. I'm gonna pee real quick though, um, so enjoy this spinning pot, and I'll probably deactivate my headphones, so unless you guys really wanna hear that happen, so yeah, right, Share. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me, I don't know, a couple seconds. Right. It is dried clay. Yeah, we've been using this cup a lot, so this is great maple stump. I like to pee on every so often. If you guys were curious about it, you know what, Brandon? I missed that maple tree though. We cut it down a couple years ago. It fell. Actually, it fell down. It fell on my studio. Luckily, it didn't damage it too hard. But it was my main source of maple syrup every year. I have another tree that I get my maple syrup from now, but that was my main one, and I'm bummed that it is gone. But it's been gone for many years now. I have a cool haskberry and a two rows of Sharon growing there now, which are really pretty. So exactly. I'm never dehydrated. That's for sure. I pee like 12 times a day, 13 if I'm feeling spicy. Thanks, Panda. Very sweet of you. All right, so this was the only like kind of interesting teapot to me in the lot, and I think what we're gonna do is try to make it as angular as possible. Oh my god, everybody's so nice today. It's nice when we have these like just I like the filthy streams, but the nice streams they hit different. It's always good. I need to order some wood. I don't feel I feel a slip disc coming. My lower back is not feeling super great, so I'm gonna order wood for this next firing instead. But I need to do that soon because I want to fire in September, but I need to like so even though I order wood, I still have to split it um, pretty aggressively. I bought a little cool um, uh, log splitter last year to save my back, so it's a lot easier now. But oh, share it's wild over on YouTube. People are unhinged over there. Over on TikTok where you are, it's like people the filthy comments get automatically filtered. Um, they don't necessarily get filtered over on YouTube, and so you get a lot more degenerates over there. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be chill this time. I slipped the last disc I slipped was not that long ago. It's like 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So I really would like to avoid that again, or at least minimize my slip disc to once a year. Um, I'd be okay with that too. If anybody has any good like lower back workouts that they recommend, please let me know. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's just I feel I've been overdoing it a little bit, so I feel something coming on, so I need to start um, doing a lot. I'm gonna go on a good long bike ride today too. That usually kind of helps. But I can tell that my lower back is out because I start getting bloated because it's like my back like can't like hold my stomach in. Does that make sense? It's a weird. I don't really even explain what I'm trying to say. Yeah, sure. I wish people would stand. It's so much better for their backs. That's one of the reasons I stand. Is it is better. Kira, you got to be more creative, bud. That's I get asked that like 30 times a day. I can for you if you pay me extra. I'll do more for it too if you'd like. Dead bugs. That's a workout called dead bugs? Alright, let me, I don't know how to screenshot on that phone anymore. Okay, I'm gonna Google that. I'm 20? Oh my god. Thanks, Kier. That's the youngest someone's thought I am in a million years. Holy moly. I drink a disgusting amount of pu'er. Pu'er, is an aged Chinese tea. This one's from 2014. I drink 168 ounces of this tea a day, and then I also drink, um, various types of oolongs and white teas and black teas throughout the day as well, and then I also drink 1 to 2 of these a day, every single day, and I only eat 1 meal a day around 4 o'clock. I'll snack throughout the day. I'll drink some, I'll eat some, like, fruit and stuff, but mm, yeah, I drink a lot of tea, and so if anybody's wondering why I look 20, as Cure says, it's it's because of that, and no meat. Yeah. And no carbs or no grains. I gave up grains a couple of years ago. I also gave up oil a couple of years ago, except I've had to slightly bring that one back because my doctor told me recently that my brain is killing itself because I don't have enough fat and it's eating its my brain's eating eating itself. Yo, sup, Xavier? You do whatever feels right, share. I haven't had meat for 27, 28 years now. So just, yeah, everybody is if you're asking about it. Yeah, well, I think the best thing you do is just listen to your body. And if you want meat, eat meat. If you want food then at like 10, eat at 10. If you like it whenever, just listen, figure it out. Your doctor says to eat something else, change your diet a little bit to work in that way. But I'm definitely not saying to anybody to stop eating meat if you like meat. Have at it. I do think you should kill your own animal though if you do eat meat. I think it's messed up if you just buy stuff from the store. Like Olive, my little dog, no, I don't eat meat, share. I don't eat any meat. I'm vegan. I haven't eaten meat or food. I have 28 years for no meat in general, and then 14 years for no dairy products whatsoever. Um, yeah, but I fish for Olive, so she eats trout or salmon every other night, and I do all the own fishing because I want to be a part of the process of it. I don't want to just buy her stuff. Grains were bloating me a lot of the time, share. So I do eat some grains every so often, depending on whatever the situation is. But I was just finding myself kind of bloated and not enjoying myself. Uh, so here's another fun thing. I don't really like to eat. I eat out of necessity. Food doesn't really taste much to me. So I guess if my favorite meal right this second is I've been making cucumber, carrot, and chickpea salads from my garden recently. That's been my go-to meal. It's been my favorite thing to eat so far. The tomatoes are starting to come in, so I'm probably gonna add a bunch of tomatoes to everything. Tell me why. How do you make your boyfriend mad? It's pretty nice, Cher. I got a sweet little life set up right now. Rihanna, thank you. Yeah, I don't no one do any of the stuff I'm doing. There's no money in pottery. Uh, I eat almost nothing, don't go out to eat. I've never ordered food from an app in my entire life. I've never, I've like I don't eat out at restaurants. I don't do that kind of stuff. Just don't do what I'm doing. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing. Don't do any of it though. For 2 years, from 18 to 20, I only ate fruit. I was a fruitarian. Um, I don't recommend that either. I don't recommend any of the things I'm telling you to do, including the pottery. Unless you're doing it as a therapy thing, then do it. But don't try to make a living off of this. There's no money in it. Oh yeah, sure. I've really lucked out with life. Oh, and I told you guys yesterday, but for those who weren't there, I hung out with a friend of mine, and I got potentially offered, and I don't, this isn't set in stone yet, but potentially offered a residency in Italy that's every year for a month for the foreseeable future. And they're all stone sculptures, and I'd be the pottery part of it. So, um, because there's no money in this. You know how much you like, unless you're doing production, electric fired production work, Destiny, and you're selling wholesale to restaurants and places like that, there's like no money in it. I don't know the details on it, share. Um, but even if it's not paid, I would get housing, I assume, and things like that. So thanks, Rihanna. Oh, Frosty, sure, but you got to remind me every so often. Oh yeah, it is my main source of income, but I'm just telling everybody that it is like I've made it work. But I also have a lot of my rent's cheap. I don't eat food. I fish for Olive's food. I don't buy myself nice things. I go on trips only once a year by myself to like a different country or whatever. Um, but like I've made it work. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's like stupidly difficult and I don't recommend anybody trying. Thanks, Destiny. Unless you really want to, and then you should. I'm not saying to not do anything, but I'm just saying it's hard. I'm in Connecticut, Frosty, in the States. There's barely any money unless you guys go on my website and buy stuff. There's barely any money coming in for me. Um, what are we thinking about this form, by the way? It's looking kind of cool, right? Oh, but that's a thing. I make up for the lack of money in pure happiness. I can do whatever I want. I work 7 days a week usually. I try to just do 6, but a lot of the time it ends up being 7 days a week. But the hours aren't that long. I could work for 2 hours or I could work for 12 hours. It just depends on like what I need to get done that day. Um, so I've heard about it, Salt. I've had friends who've been done things there, but I have never been. The last time I was in Maine, I was teaching at the Portland pottery place. I did a teapot workshop last year, I think, but I haven't been to Watershed. Xavier, I missed what you said. Something about him being you felt uncomfortable? Yeah, so Princess, the thing I'm trying to do on these, aesthetically, I don't like them as much because the openings are large, but I'm trying to make the tops like super, super functional. So I want these kind of like boring but functional pots that'll have really nice glazes, but I just want to see if this is the market that if there's more money in this kind of market than in what I have been doing. Which definitely my work normally is from those who know is more on the artistic side, and the function is there, but it's focused more on the art side of things. So, yeah, I think that's good. And I'm happy to tell you how old I actually am and where I actually am from, um, on Instagram, but I like to keep people guessing over here. I feel you, Xavier. I've been having some uncomfortable situations myself recently, so I don't mind them when they're online, but then when they get in person, it's just like people won't go away or whatever the situation is. It's just it gets a little finicky. Thank you, princess. Yeah, they'll have lids to them. Yeah, we have to trim the lids. Thank you, Frosty. You like my eyes? I should have worn a blue shirt. I have this sun hoodie that really makes my eyes actually pop. Oh, that's not cool. I'm glad that I hope you didn't, and I'm glad I'm hoping that you set a good boundary. It's good to have those boundaries set, or at least, have the conversation about them. 'Cause it seems like a lot of people don't like to listen, even though you're talking about them, which is messed up. Good, good. And he listens, I hope. What's up, Flex? Welcome back. I'm for it, Prof. Don't lie and tell me you're not thinking the same thing, Prof. Thanks, Princess. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's the cool thing about blue eyes is that sometimes kind of like a yellow gray. That was when I was younger. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if that what was happening. I am a mediocre listener, but appreciate you thinking that I am better. Have I ever made drinking glasses for sale? My God, that's what we've been trimming all morning. Yes, if you go to my website, there's a bunch of cups on my whole shtick is teaware. So I go to between 10 and 12 usually. These are all going to fire to around 11, with 12 being at maybe at like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Yeah, yeah. Based on your eye color, he can tell, or just in general. Bronco will make Ochoco, which is the equivalent of a shot glass essentially at some point, but they don't sell very well. Mm. Mhm, mhm. I've been very upfront about that, Prof. I even said it earlier. I'm not denying that that's what I'm trying to do here. Trying to make a living, man. What's up, Ronnie? What are you eating, Xavier? Oh, what are you up to? You know what I'm up to. What are you up to? You do? What do you do for work or art or whatever? That's the second time I've heard the Breaking Bad reference, and I don't, really? Fascinating. I have to see the next time I cry, I'm gonna look at myself and see if my eyes get darker. Huh. Ice blue when you're happy, fascinating. That's cool, how long you been doing that for? I'll definitely have to pay more attention. I've been meeting some people with some really beautiful eyes recently. I need more tea. Appreciate that, thank you. It's all the tea. Um, so here's a fun thing. I don't use slip. I spit on all my pots. I've always said for many years, spit over slip. That's the key. Do you? That's so cool. Oh my god, I want to see. Do you have a picture of your eyes close up? What are you drinking, Ronnie? Fascinating. Huh. Huh. Clearly, I'm not. We're gonna have to make a little like table book of everybody's pretty eyes. Teapots. Well, okay, okay. Here we go. Here's a book idea. We come up with. We'll get everybody's eyes really close up, beautiful images, and then we find glazes that are matched with that. And then the book is, um, it'll be like face, close up eyes, hot close up image of the glaze, and try to have them as closely correlate as together. I think could be really cool. Wouldn't that actually like be a sweet book? That sounds awesome, Shadow. That's a bummer, Prof. Yeah, I like this idea. I think it'd be really cool. Okay. I'm gonna pitch ideas and I might start asking you guys to send me close up eye pics at some point if we can figure out how to make that work if there's because I think it'd be really cool to have that like correlation and like a little bio and this whole thing and like I don't know. That just sounds kind of cool, right? I don't think anybody would buy it, but I I kind of like the idea of it. I bet they're gorgeous, and I bet we could find a cool glaze that would match them. Oh yeah, no, I'm actually serious. I think that's actually like a cool idea, right? I like the idea of it, and like just we have, yeah. I don't know, I don't know how to necessarily. There has to be some concept that like connects everything outside of the fact that I just think the colors are this and that, and like what do you write? But I think the base concept is very interesting. But bye, see ya. I bet they're what color are your eyes, Beetle? Did you say? I'm sorry, I'm thinking too hard. Right? I think it'd be very cool, Natalie. Mm, that's cool. I love that. Black. Oh, that's cool. I have a beautiful black glaze that would be potentially perfect depending on the actual shade. How hot is it out there? Yeah. Like, what else could we kind of connect the idea here together? Ugh, that's disgusting. It's way too hot. Um, I mean, I guess it could just be the concept could just be the fact that we're matching color, but that's so cool, Beetle. That's humidity with that heat is sounds awful. The that might be have to be a different pop-up book. Interesting. Okay, well, if I actually decide to try to do this, I might start asking people to send me close-up pictures of their eyes on Instagram or something at some point. So just keep an eye out for that. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be 91 here today, which is not even close to what you or it's whatever. It's disgusting. So I think if I could get a bunch of different eye colors, I would then do a bunch of glazes, and then I would try to closely. I think I would just need a mass amount of eye colors, and it's not like everybody's would get in. It would just be the ones that I could fully match because I can't. That there's so much variation in the glazes that I think I could. managed to get almost everybody's, but I'm not entirely sure how it would work. But yes, I make all my own glazes. They're not my recipes, um, because there are way smarter people out there making spending way more time coming up with awesome ideas. But yes, I do. No, Beetle, I go to bed really early, like 9 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight we might be up a little bit later doing our live video because we're going to be wrapping up all our mystery boxes tonight. If it's cool enough, if it's too hot, I'm not going to do it. But if it's cool enough, we're going to. And I'm going to wait for the sun to go down, which is around 8:30. We might start a little bit earlier than that, but oh, you know what I need to do? Hold up. I'm just realizing now that the next thing we're going to have to do is essentially attach the spouts and everything, or the lids, and they're all too wet still because I didn't put them in the sun. So um, I'm gonna move these guys. I need the spouts are dry enough; they don't need any more. But these lids are are way too wet. So I'm gonna throw these lids in the sun real quick, and those should be ready by the time we're finished glaze or trimming these pots. I throw on a VL Whisper. Um, Invite me, and if I'm for some reason awake, I'll come hang out. Who's the potter? I think yeah, I think we can figure out something that's the potter's eye. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I really like that. Um, yeah, maybe we'll come up more with a concept later. Well, I haven't heard of him, but I'll try to watch. Will you send me his TikTok? Or I assume that's where it's being streamed because that's where we are. But that's awesome. That's awesome, awesome. And what kiln did you end up getting? All right, let's feel this one. Hell yeah, awesome. 400 bucks is nice and cheap, eh? That's great. All right, we got two more to trim, and then we'll trim the lids, and then we'll attach the spouts, and then we'll make handles for the teapots, and then the four mugs that we decide on, and then we'll finish off by trimming the rest of the cups. Cool. That sounds awesome. Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, of course. I've been saying I'm from Canada this whole time, Prof. Gotcha. Mini stuff is good. Peter, have you seen any of my mini teapots? Because I make teapots that are smaller than that, smaller than 2 inches that we throw on the wheel. I've sold them all, so I don't have any in here, but um, I'm firing some at a different studio on the first. Right, Natalie? Thanks. Gotcha, gotcha. That sounds cool though. How long have you been doing horror stuff? So Natalie, if you or sorry, Beetle, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see the little ones. I posted them kind of recently, so isn't it, Cleo? Always a good time in here trimming pots. Speaking of which, Prof. Oh, never mind. That was lowbrow. What I was about to say. Never mind. Prof, I'm better than that. I apologize. You know what I was about to say. Sydney, how are you? Cool. Cool. Did I win? Probably. I feel like I did. All right. Nah, I think it's implied what I was gonna say, so I don't even think I need to say it. I think with the sense of humor that you have learned that I have, I think you can ascertain the what I was about to bring up. Also, what did I do with my trimming tool? Sydney, you came back. Did you steal my tool when you get back in here? Wait, actually, though. Wait, where's my tool? No, my studio's so little. Where could it possibly go? Oh, it fell in here. That makes sense. Oh my God, Sharp. Hi. Oh my God. So you got a busy day. Cool. That black wearing that right now in that heat sounds pretty tough. What do you mean by started on streaming? Been streaming for a while now, man. What are you talking about? What? Why not? Tell me everything. What's going on? Hmm. How long does it take to do all I mean, in the sense of like how long is the performance kind of situation? Like how long are you outside in those outfits? And are you gonna die of heat? What's the deal? Oh, I'm sorry, Sharp. Gotcha. Uh, I'm sorry, that's a really tough one. That's cool. How long you been playing that? Wish I could do an instrument of some sort. Wish being the main term, I don't really wanna put the effort into learning how to do one properly. Cool. Only if you sent me something really gross, James, that's the only way I would do that. Oh man, I'm sorry. Um, they're all the same size, I believe, teapot wise. They were all 500 grams of clay. Thanks. Geez, a lot. Okay. All right. Let's see how we're at, where we're at. I do, Beetle. I got my sweet little dog sleeping in front of me. Again, James, only if it's disgusting. I want gross things sent to me only, please. You give me the vibe that you'd be doing that anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. Oh my god, you're doing so much. That's crazy. That's awesome. Hi, hi. Mm. I'm sure you could find someone if you're trying to do that, Sharp. Yeah, James is being degenerate over on TikTok right now. He's talking about sending me pictures of himself and all that fun stuff, you know? And I'm for it. We're making teapots. Thanks, Beryl. Ooh, plasma would be good. Nice. Oh my god, you're doing a ton, Natalie, our neighborhood. Oh my god. I could, Beryl, but we're making teapots right now. Get out of here. We got things to do. No, no, you're good over there. It's pretty rare, sure. I'm sure James has already left. He sent his filth and got out of here. I am Sydney. It's pretty cool. I don't get to do that very often. I do like the plasma idea though. Beryl, no, I don't have this artistic skills to create a horse. I can only create teapots. It's the only thing I can make. Yeah, sorry. I can only make teapots, and I can only make them like a couple times a day. It's a curse. Yeah, sorry about that. I need to make that ferret for you, princess. I've been meaning to for a while, and I tried, and it looks so horrible that I didn't show you. No, I can't make mugs, I can't make bowls, I can't make plates. I literally can only make teapots. I don't know how to make the other ones. Um, that we have to work on the double walled ones. I'm not opposed to that, Happy, but we got to get started on our double walled stuff again soon. But that's maybe next week. One dude. Oh, oh, sorry, I misread that. I'm sorry to hear that. Why not? Oh my god, it's gonna look horrible, Natalie. Don't do that. That's true, prof. That's super cool. Awesome. You're doing everything. Purple, what's good? How you been? Been a minute. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. We can definitely do a back cutout double wall teapot or teacup. Pink with violet overhangs, overtones. Nice. What's the temperature like where you're at? A few cents? Why would you only sell them for a few cents? I'm sure that you could get a lot more than that, unless you just enjoy making them and you just wanna push them through. Okay, I did something really silly, this morning to just dry these out a little bit better, and I moved where the lids need to go, so I don't know which lid goes to which teapot, so we have to figure all that out before we start trimming them. So cool, cute. Orange cats are adorable. Right, princess? No, 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 you can't the skill does not translate to anything else. I can make teapots and that's it. I could try to make a cup, but I don't think it's physically possible for me to do so. I wish I could, but, Okay, let me grab those lids real quick. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is just, like, figure out roughly which one goes to which. So we're gonna test these by going upside down. Well, that's a perfect pretty much a perfect fit. Okay, so we're gonna put these together just as a soft maybe. Um, this lid's small, so I'm gonna assume these go together. No, 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 I actually no, that one I actually was serious about. I actually did wanna do the matching eye color, to glaze, like, kind of like coffee table book. That was a genuine, like, actual thing that I would like to do, and I'm gonna try to source all the eyes from you guys if you're into it at some point, but I have a lot of stuff going on, so I don't know how long that'll take before I start doing that. Oh my god, Beryl, my cat's name is Olive. Cat, my dog. Right? Nocturne, we're making an avocado out of clay for those avocado lovers out there. This one seems a little thick. I don't know if that's the right boy for that one. Oh, yeah, look at that fit. That's a good one. Let's see. Okay, that looks like a good fit. Um, I've clearly messed up with one of the fits on these. That's a pretty good fit. That'll be fine. So I have one lid left, but the problem is that this one seems smaller. It doesn't seem like a very good fit. Hold on. I think that one's actually better for that one. And then barrel, I'm gonna turn 41 next week. Cool. All right, so I've matched all of the lids to their respective bodies. You should make a bracelet out of some pink stuff. Oh, that's good. I like that, Prof. I'll definitely buy that from you. They're mainly your feet, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. That sounds so tough. That's a good question, and I have no idea about that one, Sydney. Quite a few, though, it seems. All right, I need a little pin tool to do a little stab in action. Of course, I don't have one anymore. Oh, wait, I have a knife, though. Thanks, Beryl. Appreciate you. Promoting is such a hard part. I mean, like, trying to sell your stuff is the hardest part. It's more I do more of that than I do actually making stuff at this point. Mm. Sure. If you think that that's the move to do, I think you should do whatever you should follow your gut. I see, Prof. That makes sense. Gotcha. I don't think you've seen my feet, Prof. I don't think you want that. You are? That's exciting. Where are you doing that at, Reese? This is so uneven for this. Oh, it's that stupid air bubble. Sure, but I think you should do if you think it's the way to go, I think you should do it. I think I'm in support of whatever you decide to do. What? That's awesome. I need to start shooting my bow again. It's been a minute. That's awesome, Reese. I can't wait to hear how it goes. Hopefully it's fun and you enjoy it. All right, so we're gonna take another measurement right here, and this will be of the flange. Sharp, I gave you my answer already, like 4 times. I think you should do whatever you feel comfortable doing. And if that is that, then I think you should go for it. I'm in support of doing it or not doing it, whatever feels right. I was thinking about genuinely starting one, for myself doing pottery. Very soft stuff, but, shit's expensive. Life's tough. I know Prof would pay for it, so I got one buyer right there. That's super cool, neighbor. Yeah, these are double-sided calipers. Yeah, Sharp, I've responded to you a bunch of times. Are you not hearing me? Sup, Jay? Mm. So the problem is with requests, I'm definitely game to do shape requests, but the problem is that the way I fire is so unpredictable that um, people have to be cool with essentially any color that comes out. Oh, hell yeah, Natalie. That's so cool. Neighbor, it sounds like you're really busy. I'm loving it. Oh, I can't put that in my mouth or I'll get demonetized. We're trimming the lid to add a flange to it and to thin it out. This is what we're gonna do to all of our lids next. Dang, neighbor, you're killing it. That's awesome. I've never tried pole vaulting, but it looks fun. Yeah, I think we were talking about something where it's like you could request there's been a couple options that I haven't really done much of, because I just keep forgetting about it, but there was another thing we were thinking about doing to make some money that's kind of like that, is that they would be kind of a mystery box in the sense that you would order something from me, specification wise, and then I would just make it on a live video, and it'd be kind of like a you could kind of throw it out there. Um, hi, welcome over here. I got you, Susan. We can figure some stuff out. The problem is that how big are we talking? Um, so just as for context, one of the reasons that I do small scale stuff, I don't know if anybody wants to do the math on this, but um, let's say I wanted to fire this at someone else's studio. I respond to them sharp. I respond to every single message you said. I said that you should do whatever feels comfortable, and I'm in support of whatever it is. So, for example, this is just firing fees that I would pay to someone else's studio if I did fire someone else's studio, right? So imagine this is your spice jar. This is 11 inches by 5 inches. Okay. And the way you do the math on trying to charge for firing fees, it's height by width times 0.08. So that'd be 11 times 5 times 5 times 0.08. And that would give you just the firing fee cost, not anything else. And so then you have to factor into all that other stuff. So when you start making larger things, they really start adding up in price because there's just the initial flow in. Because if I charged like a reasonable price, I'd be making $10, you know? And so that's where things get a little bit finicky. Yeah. I said like 5 times sharp. Mm. Ooh, ear picks are where it's at, Natalie. I'm for it. You're all good. So are you gonna do it? Cool. Yeah, that's smart. No need to do that. I do think it's harder to promote though if you don't. Or probably is. Mm. Well, Susan, send me a message and we can talk. Figure something out. That's cool, neighbor. I see. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. Yeah, get a cute one to yeah. Not just like a typical I mean you do whatever, but I'm just thinking like something cute would be nice as far as like a cool little cats or something. I don't know. I want the link to your thing first, Prof. Especially now that I know Natalie's husband's ears and feet are gonna be over there. Yeah? What's your favorite thing to cosplay? Cool. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just carving out the inside of this lid. You always have to go further down than you think, and it always feels like you're gonna kind of cut through the base. So I'm just trying to be careful. What? Well, I'm not buying if there's no ear involved. I was about to drop hundreds of dollars right there, man. Screwed up. Oh, that'd be cool. I like that idea. Very cool neighbor. Oh, Natalie's making the airbook. Yeah, that's at the end of the day, we're just gonna become exactly, just a normal anatomy book. Ugh, and who wants that? It's not exciting unless it's specific body parts, you know? Alright. I think we're good. Give this a little bit of a torch. We'll take it off, take a gander, poke a hole in it, because we need that airflow to happen. Because we are making teapots, even though we are mainly just talking about feet and ears now. Yeah, we're just gonna call it an anatomy book. Is that the situation here? Wow, that's hot. Wow, wow, painful. You'd think I would know better because I just put a torch on it, but all right. So let's see if I actually did the fit correctly. There we go. I think that's the way to do it, Sharp, if you're gonna do it. I mean, I feel like that's yeah. If you're feeling it, I think you should do it. All right, we're gonna poke a big air hole in here just to spice things up. Hmm. Yeah, I think the promotion thing is the big part from what I hear for friends who do it is the hard part. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, Susan? Awesome. These will all be done in September. So probably late September, we'll have all these teapots ready. Maybe in August, depending on if I have a soda firing or not. Um, I'm not entirely sure if I have one or not coming up though, because the next firing is wood. None of these are going to get in. That's next weekend. So I will not probably be streaming for a while because I want to get those firings done. Outside of tonight, we are going to be packing up mystery boxes tonight and all that fun stuff. But like working in the studio, I kind of assume this upcoming week is going to be a little bit slower. Yeah, that's cool. I've never been up there. That sounds awesome. I'm glad you're into it, Natalie. It's doing it for me too. If I had a good bathtub, I would take a bath right now. Actually, you know what? I might set up my couch trough today and sit in my couch trough. I made a hot tub out of one. I think that's gonna be great. That's awesome. When did you do that? Oh, what do I do with this? I really screwed up on making the bottom here. Right? A bubble bath sounds awesome. I mean I mean, ooh, don't like that. Hey, Sydney, if you're in there, do you mind, blocking Buster? His small little pee boy. Don't need that energy in here. I think it if you do it right, it is. Yeah. Mm. Thank you, Sydney. Yeah, right? There's some good stuff there, Susan. Man, small penis energy. Unneeded in here. I'm about to make, a lid. What are you about to make? Yeah, yeah, let me know what you decide. I'm curious. Wow, that's so cool. That's awesome, neighbor. Maybe. Always good to have support. Good to have a supportive fan hither and thither. Did I tell you guys that I used to have a shower on my deck? I had an outdoor shower. It was lovely. I did it. I was just constantly outside. Just being outside, unclothed in general is nice. Taking a shower, lovely. Of course. Good. I'm glad you're into it, Norbert. Oh, I should check the width of this. Actually, we don't have to go that wide. This might actually be okay. And what got you into history? That's cool. I never really liked any of my history classes that I took in school. Sure am, prof. That's the only ones I want in here. Yeah, exactly. That's the big one. It's like you got luckily I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I'm pretty good. Sounds good. Yeah, keep me posted. Brazil? I wanna go to Brazil. Actually, I have a really cool pottery friend somewhere in Brazil. I should go visit him. Oh, Mel, I think everything is easier standing. I think everybody who sits needs to start standing unless you physically can't do it. I think every single thing you can possibly do in pottery is easier standing up. And that includes throwing large things unless they're so large that you can't reach. And then you can sit down. But a lot of those guys stand on tables anyway. So we've made 30-inch pieces before in here on this wheel. So I know it's possible to go up to at least 30 inches. But I'm learning new things every day, Susan. Tell me more. This is only my 10th day making pots, so I'm pretty new to this. I don't really know much about it. So any information, I'm for it. Okay. I think we're good. You Can you rephrase that sharp? I don't really understand what you're asking. I think you'll do great over there. It's all about promotion, you know? I stand on, a foam pad. Oh, yeah, I think you'll be great. I think you'll do great, sharp. And tell me why, neighbor. Mm. I got you, prof. Don't you worry. You're gonna get some swollen, sweaty foot pics from me at some point. Don't you worry. Free of charge this time, bud, but when you want more, you're gonna have to pay for them. No, no, you're good. I think you'll be great, Sharp. You guys are talking. I should sit down though for a little bit. We've been streaming for an hour and 60 minutes or 160 minutes right now. So, um, no, it's a little wide. And so I should probably take a break. So we might finish up this lid and I might sit down for 15 minutes and then come back. Yeah, let me finish this one and then that's actually a really good point. I guess I didn't realize how long we've been in here. So I might take just a short break in a second. Oh, she's over on TikTok at the moment, Natalie. Yep. It's just like this. It's not like anything super thick, but it's literally just like a piece of foam that I stand on. I should probably do that too, Sharp. That would be smart. Yeah. We just got a lot to do today, so I've been trying just to kind of power through. I'm holding so good right now, Sharp. Yeah, it's good to, you guys are making really good points. It is good to sit. Okay, there we go. Welcome back. All right, I'm gonna take like a 15. Let me put a hole in this, and then I think I'm gonna take like a 15-20 minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll finish everything off. We've done honestly, we've already only done about half of the stuff that needs to be done today, and so this is probably a good um, resting point for us. So I'll be back, and we'll continue on. So yeah, give me like 15-20 minutes, maybe an hour. I might go eat some food real quick. That'd probably be the smartest thing to do is eat and sit down. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'll be back in like an hour. Okay. There, guys. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Gonna turn this one off.